Hello friends, now we start the unit first vector analysis part 4. In this part, first we see gradient of a scalar, directional derivative, physical significance of gradient of a scalar. So these 3 points we see in this video. The first point gradient of a scalar. Let phi xyz be a differentiable scalar field. Then the gradient of phi can be written as del phi or grad phi. It is defined by del phi or gradient phi equal to dabba by dabba xi plus dabba by dabba yj plus dabba by dabba zk phi. It is a vector quantity. So here it is vector arrow is shown, is given by delta phi. So this is the equation of, or this is the representation of gradient phi or grad phi, we say that. Directional derivative. The component of vector A in the direction of a unit vector A is given by A, unit vector A. It is called the directional derivative of phi in the direction of A. So directional derivative of component of vector A in the direction of a unit vector A is given by A, and one on the head of the A there is a cap, so it is A. It is called directional derivative of phi in the direction A. Physical significance of gradient of a scalar. In a scalar field, consider two level surface S and 2 very close to each other as shown in figure. Here it is figure, and here the two surfaces are shown. We say that S1 and S2. The level surface such that phi is the same at all point on a given surface. So here we consider two level surface S1 and S2. Here it is shown that this first one is the S1 surface, second one is the S2 surface, and here the grad phi is shown here, phi plus delta phi is here, because there is change in the between the two, difference between the two surface. It is shown by phi plus delta phi and phi. If function phi changes from one level surface to other, let phi and phi plus delta phi be the scalar function over the two level surface S1 and S2 respectively. As we go from point P on the surface S1 to any point Q on the surface S2, the scalar quantity changes by d phi. Here it is shown that here the first surface S1, second surface S2, and from any point of surface S1, if we move to the surface S2, there is a phase change, we say that it is phi, or the scalar quantity is changes by d phi. Now phi is the function of x, y, z, because here it is shown that the three axes are shown, x, y, and z. So this phi is the function of x, y, z. If phi equal to phi x, y, z, the total differentiation of phi is d phi and is given by d phi equal to dabba phi by dabba x dx plus dabba phi by dabba y dy plus dabba phi by dabba z dz. Therefore dabba phi we can write in this way also. Here we say that dabba phi is the product of the two things, that is dabba phi by dabba xi plus dabba phi by dabba yj plus dabba phi by dabba zk dot dxi plus dyj plus dzk. So d phi or is the scalar product of these two scalar quantities, or it is a dot product, we say that. So this is one scalar quantity, this is one scalar quantity. As we know that dab of, if we multiply dab of I by dab by x to this whole bracket, then I dot I is 1, therefore you will get dab of I by dab by x into dx, this first quantity. If we multiply this first quantity to dy, then it will be 0 because I dot j is 0 and I dot k is also 0. Similarly, if we multiply by this to the second bracket, then j dot I, again it is 0 because the rectangular unit vectors, j dot j is 1, therefore dab of I by dab of I into dy, here you will get second quantity. So in this way you will get this whole quantity. It is a dot product, that is I dot I plus j dot j plus k dot k equal to 1, or I dot j plus j dot k plus k dot equal to 0, and therefore you will get this quantity, and this quantity can be rewrite in the form of dot product. PQ joining the point P and Q is the displacement vector dr is given by dr equal to dxi plus dyj plus dzk. Since del phi we can write like this, dabba by dabba xi plus dabba by dabba yj plus dabba by dabba zk into phi, we can write like this, dabba phi by dabba xi plus dabba phi by dabba yj plus dabba phi by dabba zk, therefore dr equal to dxi plus dyj plus dzk, and therefore d phi we can write like this, dabba phi by dabba xi plus dabba phi by dabba yj plus dabba phi by dabba zk dot dxi plus dyj plus dzk. Above equation becomes, that is d phi equal to, this is our del phi and this is dr, that is the we say that directional vector, we say that it is dr. If we consider displacement p dash equal to dr, where p dash is a point on the same surface s1, then since the scalar function is constant on the level s surface s1, we have d phi equal to 0 because the derivative of constant is 0, and here we say that the scalar function is constant, therefore d phi equal to 0, therefore del phi dr dash equal to 0. Del phi grand phi is perpendicular to dr equal to 0, that is a dot b equal to 0, as a is perpendicular to b. This is our dot product property, that is a dot b equal to 0, then a is perpendicular to b, or in unit vectors also we have seen a dot j dot I dot k is equal to 0 because they are the unit rectangular unit vectors. This means the gradient of a scalar phi at any point is a vector perpendicular to the level surface through the point. Conventionally, the vector is drawn towards the direction of increasing phi. It is angle between PQ and the normal to the level surface at P. Then from equation d phi equal to del phi dot dr. So this d phi equal to del phi dr cos theta, that is the dot product between these two things. As we say that if a and b are the two vector, then their scalar dot product is given by magnitude of vector a, magnitude of vector b, and cosine angle between them. So similarly here it is shown that this is d phi, this is the magnitude of del phi, this is magnitude of dr, and cosine angle between them, that is cos theta. Therefore del phi dr cos theta, as we change the side of dr, it will go to the division, therefore d phi upon dr equal to del phi cos theta, d phi upon dr equal to del phi cos theta. D phi upon dr is maximum, it is equal to del phi or grad phi, because if d phi upon dr is maximum, when it is maximum, value of cos theta is 1, value of cos theta is when theta is equal to 0. Here it is shown that the d phi by dr is maximum when cos theta equal to 1, that is theta equal to 0. From the equation d phi upon dr is maximum, that is equal to magnitude of del phi or grad phi, we say that the magnitude of grad phi is the maximum space rate of change of phi at a point. The maximum space rate of change of phi takes place along the direction normal to the level surface through that point. Thus, grad phi at any point is a vector measuring the maximum space rate of increase of phi at that point and is directed along the normal to the level surface through the point. Okay, thank you.